Good morning, guys. I got a Shirley cue that want to do right. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. Hope you're ready to get this weekend started. My name is Yamitra JoJo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? So I am thankful that you guys are hanging out with me. My fearless co-host, Lynn Demons, America's #1 rebound coach, is having technical difficulties. And so she'll be with us bright and early on Monday morning. Hopefully she can join today. But we will see if she can join us. How's everybody doing? How did you guys like the show on yesterday? Because yesterday, all this week we've been talking about what is your turning point? What are some things that you have going on that's going to make you want to change where you're headed and what you're doing and where you're going to? What's been going on? Now, I do have some trivia for today. Before we get started, I remind you, June 16th, guys, is the Circle and Moon. It's the Great Escape Mini at the Circle and Moon in Roswell, Georgia. So I invite everybody to come out and participate in the Do Shop, because we will actually be doing some work to learn how to live past crazy in our life and our finances. So, and I'm going to wait to see if Miss Lynn comes in. If she doesn't, I'm going to go ahead. And she gave me the trivia for today, since we missed it yesterday. We've been doing trivia on here for some fun stuff. Pope John 21 used what as an effective eye wash? Baby's urine. Isn't that insane? I was like, Lynn, where do you come up with this stuff? Here's another one. In Tennessee, it's illegal to drive if you are what? Asleep. So don't drive while you sleep in Tennessee. You're going to get a ticket. I don't know how she comes up with these trivias, but they are too much for me. All right, guys. So let me give you the quote for the day, and then I'm going to go right in to the fearless thought of the day. And lost my little thing here. Actually, I have two. Strength isn't always shown by what you can hold on to, but sometimes it's shown in what you can let go of. And that's by Trent Shelton. Strength isn't always shown by what you can hold on to, but sometimes it's shown in what you can let go of. What do you need to let go of so that you can be strong? And then the second one is Avoid Being Your Own Enemy by Eric Thomas. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy, and you don't want to go out like that. If you have been joining the Fearless Morning Show all week, and even last week, I talked about how the death of a friend of mine who passed away at 42 last week, and it was just a little too close to home, has challenged my mindset and my thinking even more on this fearless journey about what I want to do, how I want to do it, where I want to take it from. And so I've been challenging you guys as well. Like, what is your turning point? What is it going to take for you to turn and do something different, to realize that life is such a precious gift? And then yesterday we talked about giving and helping without the constraints of wanting something back. So today, on this fearless journey, we have a lot of thoughts. I give you guys a lot of provoking thoughts to think about, because on this fearless journey, as we're learning to live past crazy, and yes, there are 5 steps to live past crazy, but inside of those steps is a lot of emotional and mental work that you have to do. Let me put this disclaimer out here. I'm not a counselor, but I've been through almost every emotion, from suicide to depression to overeating to whatever you want to name it. I've been there and can relate to it. So I share my story too, in hopes it's going to help somebody. So on this fearless journey, we're building new us's. We're building new rules to ourselves, and we are figuring out what it is that we want to do with our life. And yesterday I talked about your why, because if your why is not right, then your passion will not stay. It's not going to stay stuck. I mean, you can be all excited about why you want to do something, but if it's not true to your core, true to your calling and who you are, then it is not going to stick. It's just absolutely not going to last. So yesterday I talked about your why. But on this journey, sometimes, especially when you're first starting out, you're going to feel that you are inadequate to carry or to do what it is that you're setting out to do. That is one of the biggest things I had to wrestle with, being feeling inadequate, that who am I to do this? Who am I to be changing my life? Who am I to be living past crazy in my life and my finances? Who am I to be doing all of these things? And then you have your friends and family who have your best interests at heart, who love you as they know how. And sometimes our friends and family, and I talked about this on another show, is your friends and family want to keep you safe. So their way of keeping you safe is for you not to challenge anything outside of their comfort zone. And so the only way they know how to keep you safe is to keep you inside of their comfort zone so that they can control what is happening to you. So once you step outside of that, they feel like they can't protect you. So they may come across as negative Nellies, or they may come across as not understanding what it is that you want to do because they want to keep you safe inside of their comfort zone. As mothers, that's what we want to do for our children. We want to keep them safe inside of our comfort zone. Good morning, Mama. How you doing? As mamas, and I'm sure my mother can relate to this, as mothers, we want to keep our children safe inside of our own comfort zone, because as long as they're there with me, then I can protect them. Once they step outside of me or my safety net, then it's harder for me to protect them. So sometimes when we're on this fearless journey, our friends and family who love us only as they know how may not understand it. Good morning, Cousin Carl. How you doing? May not understand your journey, and they may come across as negative Nellies or doubters, because they don't understand it outside of their comfort zone. So with that plays into you as your inadequacy to carry or to do what you're supposed to do. Because on this journey, my friend, as you're building your new self, the new rules to you, your new character, whatever it is you're working on, the first emotion besides doubt and fear is going to be the feeling of inadequate. And it can be overwhelming sometimes, to the point where you think, oh my goodness, I thought I could do this. And in the midst of you doing the exact thing that you know you're supposed to be doing is the exact time that inadequacy feeling is going to pop up. And if you're like me and survivor domestic violence, that's when those negative thoughts are going to come in. You're nobody, you're never going to be anybody, nobody's going to love you, don't nobody care. And then that is going to be the loudest voice in your ear. So when that comes up, you got to learn to silence that voice. And that's where I'm a quote person. I love motivational quotes. And I replace my negative thoughts with them daily. If you ever come to my house, you will see them all over the place. On the wall, there's some on the wall here. They are everywhere. And they are my frequent reminders that whenever I'm feeling inadequate or think that I cannot carry out what I'm supposed to carry out, then it reminds me, then I can replace that thought. Because here's the thing, I can be as excited as I can be to do the things that I want to do. I can be gung-ho, I can be passionate, and I can talk about it. But the minute that I slow down or I stop is the minute that feeling of inadequacy comes in. Like JoJo, like for real, girl, who are you to be doing this? You a girl from Far City, right in front of the new Bethel. That's where I used to live, in a little blue house on the corner, Spruce Street. You're from Union Mills. You're just a country girl. Who are you to be wanting to do a morning show? Who are you to write a book? Who are you to be telling people how to live past crazy? All of your inner fears and all of the verbiage that you've heard from other people will come into play on this fearless journey. And so when you start to feel inadequate, that you can't do in your heart of hearts what you're supposed to do, then that, my friend, is when you need to be able to replace those negative with a positive. And it may require you calling somebody to have a positive conversation. When you're feeling inadequate, the last person I want you to call is somebody who in the first 5 minutes complains about life and breathing itself. You need to be able to call somebody that, and I call it personal cheerleaders. I'm a lot of people's personal cheerleader. where they can call me, and my sole purpose for them calling me is to pep them up and cheer them on. We don't have small talk. We don't chit chat. When they call, they say, JoJo, I'm feeling some type of way. I got you. And I go into my cheerleader mode. And I encourage them to continue doing what they're doing. And you need people like that in your life. I have about 5 cheerleaders that I call and say, girl or man, I'm feeling some type of way today. And there's no questions asked. It is immediate. They're my pep talk. They're my cheerleaders. They're cheering me on to remind me of the journey that I'm on and that it's not about me, and to replace all my negative thoughts with positive ones. Because sometimes, and here's the thing, please understand, even though if you're ever at my house and I have quotes all over the place, if you ever come here, just because you have them here and you can't replace your thoughts with them, your negative thoughts with them, you have to put them in action. And then you have to believe them. You have to say and see them enough until you believe them, so that you continue what you're doing. Because I can believe all day in my heart of hearts that I want to be this, I want to do that, I want to help people, I want to do all of that. But when I get out there to actually do it, and that feeling of inadequacy comes in, it is a hell of a thing to overcome, my friend. And it's hard to overcome by yourself. And we're having true confessions and conversations. And I've been there. And it's a continuous thing, overcoming that feeling of inadequacy. Especially when you're starting out fresh on this journey. Especially when you're trying to do something different from day one. When you're trying to do something different from right now. Like if you're at a job you hate, and you got that good friend, and all you talk about to that good friend is, man, when I get up out of here, I'm going to open up this, I'm going to do this, and your excitement of the day is clocking out at 5 o'clock. There's got to be more to life than that. And there is. And what's happening is you have these great thoughts, you have these great feelings, but your feeling of inadequacy is taking over you taking action of what you need to do. So today on Friday, Freedom Friday, as we like to call it, I want to encourage you that if you're ever feeling inadequate, send me a message. I'm everybody's personal cheerleader. If you know me, I'm always happy-go-lucky, bright and early in the morning. Well, actually all day, but you catch me around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm probably all out of juice, but I got you. Because everybody needs that personal cheerleader to help them along the way. Because that feeling of inadequacy, that you're not enough, that you're not going to make it, that this is not where it's at, that I've got to be doing something better, but I don't know how, trying to figure it out feeling. You need somebody there to encourage you that you're going to actually make this happen. Now, they don't have to know the details, the personal cheerleader. If you choose to share it with them, that's great. If not, you just need somebody in your corner that can encourage you and remind you that you are the perfect person to be doing exactly what you're doing. You guys know my quote that I have here. And let me tell you, I've had this sticky note for so long it lost the stickiness. This is my favorite quote, and they are all around my desk. Somebody is waiting to hear my voice. They will not move until I move. That is my personal cheerleading moment to myself. When I think nobody wants to hear the Fearless Morning Show, or I think nobody wants to read my books, I remind myself of that quote. The feeling of inadequacy when you start on this Be Fearless journey, whether you are trying to move outside of crazy in your life, whether you're trying to move outside of crazy in your finances, whatever you're trying to move outside of, your first head-on thing you're going to meet besides fear, besides worry, self-doubt, is feeling inadequate. They almost go hand in hand, because your body, I know I love brain science. Your brain wants to keep you safe. Your mind wants to keep you safe. Your family wants to keep you safe. And so you're stopping a continuous life habit that your body and your mind is used to. You're breaking that. And so it doesn't understand, and it's not going to be happy. It's going to be like, hey, wait, JoJo, I like it where we have a pattern, where we're comfortable, where I know what to expect. Because most of us, if we think about it, our brain is on autopilot. Are you thinking when you drive to work, or do you just show up? At work, do you know how to do those letters like it's clockwork and you're not even thinking about it? Do you know how to answer the phone without even thinking and give an answer without even you're not even using your brain, because your mind is on something else. And you've done this for so long, it becomes a habit to answer questions that people drop to you every day. It becomes a habit to do your job, so you can do your job in rotation like it's absolutely nothing, because you've been doing it for so long. Your mind is free to do whatever it is it wants to do. So just imagine you've been doing that forever, and now you want to tell your mind, we're not going to be repetitious anymore on this thing. We're going to try something different. We're going to break the cycle here to pick up a new cycle. You're going to cause chaos in your mind. And so then you have to be ready to redirect all of those thoughts and all of that energy. I know it sounds like a big ball of chaos, and it is, because you're essentially changing your entire life to do something different. But it is totally worth it. I promise you, on this fearless journey, there will be, let me tell you, it's not going to be easy. You're learning yourself. You will find yourself. You will meet yourself. And then all of that, you're going to have to do some mental and emotional work. And part of that is dealing with feeling inadequate with what you're going to do. There's no way around it. You can think you're going to do it. I used to think I could do anything. Wait a minute. I still think and know I can do anything I put my mind to. But that feeling of inadequacy sometimes shows up. And you have to be able to replace that, to redirect it with something else. That's where if you have your little cheerleaders that come in that you can call, that can motivate you, please be mindful of the people that you call. If they're in that first 5 minutes, they're downing you just as much as you're downing you, that may not be the cheerleader that you need in your corner. You may need to find another one. And inadequacy really comes out of our fear of doing something different. And if you want different, you got to be different, and you got to try different things. Even if it's baby steps, you got to learn to do different things. And I just want to encourage you guys today, as we're on this fearless journey together, and as I'm changing this thing and I'm walking out this fearless journey with you guys, I told you that death has just really, it's gotten close to home, and it's really challenged my thoughts, my thought process of my why, and it's gotten deeper. And exactly, I know why I want to do it, but why I want to do it. Where am I going, and how I want to direct that? So with the fearless thought of the day, I'm going to come with more thought-provoking questions. And in all of this, we're learning to live past crazy, because they're going to be steps that we have to take to live past crazy. Because if we don't, we will continue where we are. And my friend, I'm not willing to stay where I am and continue in this kind of crazy. So today, as you're daydreaming, try to stop the autopilot today and pay attention and be aware of your mind and your thoughts and your surroundings, of what it is that you really want to achieve. Yesterday, I talked about your why, because if your why is not true to your core, what you're doing is not going to last. It's not going to be fulfilling. You're not going to like it. You're not going to like going to work every day. You're not going to like any part of your life. You're not going to like it. So, and then on Monday or Tuesday, I talked about, what is your turning point? For me, it was a death of a close friend. What is going to be your turning point? What is it going to take for you to decide that enough is enough? I've got to do something different. What is going to be your urgency that's going to make you want to do something different? Because, and I told this story, I watch HGTV, and you see those people on there, oh, we're moving from Michigan to France. It's been our dream. And they just pick up and they move. These people most time don't have jobs. They may have savings, but they don't have a job. But they're doing what is true to their core, and they're living life. Good morning, Charlene. Why can't we do that? Like, what is holding us back from doing what we want to do? What is holding us back from achieving our dream? If our dream was starting a business, starting a daycare, going back to school, whatever it is, tell me, give me one reason why you can't achieve that. Leave out money. I want you to leave out, I don't have the time, and leave out, I don't have the support system. Then tell me why it is you're not doing what you don't want to do, what you're called to do. Because once you take away the excuses, then you have freed yourself up to take action. As long as you hold on to those excuses, you are releasing yourself from having responsibility to do something about it. Marvette, girl, I'm right there with you. Fear. Fear has stopped me many a day, many a time, dead in my tracks. Fear has stopped me from walking down the hallway to tell my boss, look, I deserve this raise, or I need this to happen, or I can do this better than the next person. Fear has stopped me from starting plenty of businesses. Fear has stopped me from talking to people. Fear has stopped me from a whole lot of things. But we're on this fearless journey together. So we can't use that. I can't use that as an excuse anymore. I'm going to be fearful. Now I'm going to do it anyway. The good book says fear not. So I'm just going to go with it. And because ultimately, God wants us to succeed. We are his success story. His name is on the line. Like, how can we be Christians, call ourselves Christians, and say God is our Father and we love him and fail? Because then it doesn't look good on him and his word doesn't return to him void. So we have to succeed, right? And he gives us everything that we need to succeed. And the only reason why we don't is because we didn't take the action from point A to point B, because he's already finished it, right? He already has the completed work done for us over here. So when we were born, he said, Jojo, this is what you're going to accomplish. And he said it over here. And then I was born here. And along the way, he gave me all my steps I needed to take to get to his finished product that he made for me. So I should have no reason to be afraid. I should have no reason to have or feel inadequate or have these barriers that's holding me back. Does that make sense? So today, y'all, what are we waiting on? Stop letting ourselves, and one of my quotes was today, avoid being your own enemy by Eric Thomas. We are our own worst enemy sometimes. Remember, fear is real to us, and it has just as much power that you give it. In your mind, and here's a nerdy moment, in your mind, fear and excitement are the exact same chemical. You are the one that tells your brain what it is. So if I wake up and I say I'm afraid or I'm scared, then that's what my body says. Okay, we're scared. But if I take that same feeling and say, okay, I'm excited about this, then your brain says, oh, okay, well, we're excited about this. You tell it what to do. It doesn't tell you. Good morning, Miss Erica. How you doing this morning, baby? So today, y'all, you got to do it. God has already succeeded. His name is on the line. His name is on the line, and you know his reputation ain't going to come back to him void. Yes, you are a winner, girl. Win on every day, all day. Don't be afraid to say that. Don't be afraid to say that you are a winner or that you're doing good, because I think a lot of times we get caught up in, there's a very fine line between ego and confidence. Okay, confident that I can achieve something, and having an ego about it are two totally. Why are you excited? Why Erica's sharing why she's excited, guys. Remember today, let go of that feeling of inadequacy. No, you have no reason to have it. If you need a personal cheerleader, let me know. Drop me a message. And above all, come to the event, the Great Escape Mini, on June 16th at the Circle and Moon from 10 to 2. Lynn and I, who is America's #1 rebound coach. Yes, she said it. America's #1. She will be there sharing the tips that you need to live past crazy in your finances. You guys will actually start investing with her on that day. So make sure you bring your paper, your pens, your pencils, your calculators, whatever you need. Yes, Mr. Carl, lead a purpose-driven life. And sometimes it's easier said than done. It's so much easier said than done. You can wake up all gung-ho, and the reality is life will hit you upside the face as soon as you walk outside your bedroom door. But it is a choice, my friend. Yes, you are alive, and you are in your... Girl, you better say that. A to the men. And if you joining the Fearless Morning Show, you've been rocking with us since November. All of us are winners up in here. That is the truth. But when we wake up, guys, and the reality of life hits us, it is your mindset that will change everything. Do you think I use myself as an example, and we all have a story. It's just up to you. What are you going to do with your story, okay? If you're going to share it to empower somebody, to give them the thought or the motivation to do something different, or you're going to hold on to your story and let it just be the end of you. It can't just be the end of you. So my story, every day I woke up when I was with my abused husband, I didn't know if I was going to live or die. every day. And every day I woke up thinking if it could just end today, I would be okay with that. And I accepted that mindset. Now, when I left my abuser and I was staying with friends, and I finally got my own place, and I woke up and I had no money in the bank account. My car wasn't working. I still had to get to work, still had 2 kids to feed. Your mindset is everything. I had 2 choices. I can sit here and cry, and I can complain. Lord, why me? Lord Jesus, what are you doing that I have to have all of these problems today? The kids are sick. I have to go to work. I don't even make enough money to miss work. I don't make enough money to go to work, because at that point I was spending money just to get to work. And I decided I wanted to go back to school. I don't have food in the house. The light's going to be cut off today. And, I had a whole list of things I could complain about. And that, my friend, is when the positive mindset comes in. Either I'm going to complain, or I'm going to have a positive thought about it. So yes, I have all these things going on. My positive thought says, I'm alive. As Erica says, I'm alive. I'm well. I'm in my right mind, and I can move about. I have more than most people have. I may have my problems, but I have the fundamentals down, and that's it. Period. And once you start grasping and your mindset starts to change towards the positive, there's no room for the negative. I didn't have room to complain. I didn't have time to complain because I was so busy pointing out the positive of my situation. I forgot about the negative. And that's where my quote comes in from John Wooten. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. I focused only on what I can do. Period. I can't control anything else. And when you focus on what you can do, then things start to happen. A to the men. There you go, Miss Erica. Make it work, girl. Positive mindset is everything. You have to, on this fearless journey, as you're changing, as you're growing, as you're moving, if you're going to do it with a negative mind, look, y'all, I'm just JoJo from Far City Union Mills, went to Dunbar, graduated from RS Central. I'm just a little Sophronia's baby daughter. Country girl, I look just like her. I'm no different than anybody watching the Fearless Morning Show today, on replay, whatever. I'm no different. Period. It's your mindset that's going to help you out of that dark space. It's your mindset that's going to carry you past whatever's holding you back right now. That feeling of inadequacy, that you're not going to make it, then you got to have that positive mindset. Carl, you better say that. Focus on the solution, not the problem. And here's the thing. Your brain, and I have like tons of books on brain science. Your brain wants to solve problems. But if you train your brain to accept the problem, meaning it's okay for it to be this way, then your brain doesn't give you a solution for it. But if you say, I need a solution to this right now, your mind immediately opens up to the answer that you need to solve your problem. Try it for today. I promise you, if you have a problem today, try it. Ask yourself, I need an answer to this problem. And you got to be demanding about it. You got to be urgent about it. The Lord said that we can come to his throne boldly, right? So a lot of times I would come to Jesus and I say, today, Lord, right now, this second, I can't wait another minute. I need you to fix this problem right now because I don't have the answer. You would be surprised how your mind opens up to receive the information that you need. Because oftentimes, my friend, the answer is inside of you or it's right in front of you. But you're so busy complaining, you can't see it. You're so busy worrying, you can't see it. You're so busy in auto mode of just doing the same thing over and over that you can't see the answer. So try that today. I encourage you to try that today. Ask for the answer. Make your brain come up with one. We are far greater. We are far smarter. And we can do far more than we ever thought or we could imagine. We ourselves are holding us back. Eric Thomas says, avoid being your own enemy. So Let go of whatever's holding you back. Let go of that feeling of inadequacy. You can be great. Remember, God created you. But before he created you, because he said he already knew you before he formed you in the womb, he had something that only you could do. So he finished it over here. This is the finished product I want JoJo to be born to come and do. So then I was born. He then laid out a pathway of steps for me to get to the finished product. So that business, that dream, that idea is already finished. It's merely sitting there waiting for you to acknowledge it. That, my friend, is how we're going to end the Fearless Morning Show. What are you going to acknowledge today? What are you going to go out there and get? Follow the steps. Success leaves clues. The good Lord didn't bring you this far to leave you. You've come too far to be calm now. So why are you going to stop? Right? And on this fearless journey, we walking this thing out together. So I'm going to be right there with y'all, hanging it out, doing it, because the finished product of our dream and our vision is sitting there. It is waiting for us. Yes. Yes, ma'am. We are so far greater than we could ever imagine. I mean, when you stop and think about it, it is amazing. Out of 5 billion people in the universe, God created you. He took the time to make you to do something specific that only you can do. And we choose to complain about that. How crazy is that? When you put it in perspective like that, how crazy is that? He created you to do out of 5 billion people, he created you to do the one thing that only you can do. You were born to do the thing that he created for only you to do. So why would we doubt that? Why would we doubt our walk in life? Why would we doubt what we're supposed to do? We may doubt how we're going to get there, but on this fearless journey, success leaves clues, and we're going to take this step. We're going to walk it out together. First step is stop living in crazy, okay? First step is stop living in crazy and help get our emotions and our mind right so that we can get it done. But don't doubt yourself, ever. Don't doubt that pulling or that calling on you. If it wakes you up in the morning, if you think about it all day, if you go to bed with it, my friend, there it is. And it should be overwhelming. When you think about it, it should make your heart race. It should make you feel overwhelmed. It should make you excited. It should make you scared. And they all shall be together. And for some reason, you can't run away from it because it keeps coming back to you. So I'm your personal cheerleader today. The topic for the day was that feeling of inadequacy. What do you do with it? You replace it, my friend, with those positive thoughts. You surround yourself with a group of people who are going to be your personal cheerleaders. And check those people. If the first 5 minutes they are complaining, my friend, they may not be the cheerleader that you want on your side. I'm just saying. Y'all, make sure that you share this video if it has helped you or if you have enjoyed the Fearless Morning Show. Make sure you share it. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, we have a YouTube channel. There it is right there below where you can share it with them and they can binge watch the Fearless Morning Show all day. And don't forget the Great Escape Mini. The tickets are on sale now, so make sure you check out the link. It is June 16th at the Circle and Moon in Roswell, Georgia. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm putting together y'all stuff. Come ready to work. Lynn is going to take care of the technical side. Your finances, you're actually going to be investing while you're there. I'm going to handle the mental and the emotional stuff. I ain't going to make you cry, but we're going to get down and dirty and do some work. So, guys, make sure that you come out there. Make sure you share the video. I love all of y'all for coming to the Fearless Morning Show bright and early every morning, Monday through Friday at 7:15. When I was sick, when I had my hat on, I had one cousin, when I was sick, she was like, girl, you look so rough. The show must go on. And when you're on this journey and you realize that it's not about you, when you realize your truth and your calling and your turning point. Remember, guys, let me tell you, the death of my friend it has shook me. And it's my turning point. And it's making me realize some things that I've been slacking on. Okay? And it is on and popping now. So today, what's going to be your turning point? What's going to be your turning point? What's your why? Is your why true to your core? When that feeling of inadequacy comes, replace it with something else. If you need personal cheerleaders, join the Fearless Morning Show. We here Monday through Friday, 7:15 every morning. Send me a message if you need a little extra pep in your step. I got you. Some days I send out private. If the Lord leads me, I send out private messages to my friends, encouraging them, because sometimes we all need that reminder that you are great, you will be great, and greatness resides in you. So that's just my friendly reminder to you today. So guys, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope you are blessed. I hope it is well. I hope everybody, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers on here. Happy Mother's Day to my friends and family, to my mama. I love you. She made the best child ever. Of course, my younger sister, Jerry, would probably disagree with that because she is spoiled rotten. But happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. We will see you here bright and early on Monday for the Fearless Morning Show. Thank you for joining me. My name is Yamitra JoJo Water, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Go back, save this video, go back and watch this replay. Y'all take some notes so that you got it all the way together. You are great. Great is in you, and you will be great in whatever it is you seek out to accomplish. I promise you. I promise you. God's name is on the line, y'all. And his word does not come to him void. That means whatever he say, it has to happen. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. It will happen, period. So why are we doubting ourselves? Right? All right, guys. Have a great one. I'll see you here bright and early Monday morning. Have a good one.